Welcome back to the channel, you sexy nerds. And we are going to be reviewing Boruto, guys. I have never watched Boruto. I was a pro Gen Z or Gen Z, no, Gen 1er, like Pokemon Gen 1er, who did not care for any other version than Gen 1 and 2. Right? And also 3, I like 3. But for Naruto, I watched Shippuden, and then Boruto came out and it looked silly, it looked for kids, and I said, no, I'm not watching it. 4 years later, we get this crazy looking Naruto character that I'm not gonna post as a picture right now because you probably thought I was gonna put the picture there. No, I'm not gonna expose that for you. That's way beyond what we're watching. We are on episode 7, guys, so you're gonna have to wait for that stuff, you know, that crazy Naruto on YouTube. I'm not gonna expose, but you've probably seen it, you know, read, you get what I mean. But the synopsis I'm going to put in the description below, guys, if you haven't watched it yet and you kind of want to watch the show with me and then read or watch my video for the review, then I'm going to leave that synopsis down there. But essentially, this episode is called Love and Potato Chips, and it's like a slice of life, non-serious. It's not carrying the plot forward episode, but you need these. These are the proper fillers that make the show feel alive. And Chocho, from what I can see so far, is gonna make the slice of life portions of this show amazing. Of course, I don't think she's gonna be fighting any Okatsuki. You guys are gonna roast me in the comments for these names, but she ain't be fighting no Okatsuki, right? But she will provide some laughs when we need them, so I appreciate it right now, and I'm probably gonna appreciate it in other episodes. But let's go into the episode. So essentially, this episode starts off with Boruto and Shikadai kind of sketching out those possession looking whatevers that are possessing people. What's his name? The bug guy, can't remember his name. Shit. You know what I'm talking about. I feel bad for him. Yeah, so he gets possessed in the previous episode while they were training, right, with Mitsuki, Boruto, and Shikadai. But now we have this other episode where it's essentially Sarada, Chocho, and Samari, which is some purple-haired class lead person. I'm unsure who she is or what role she plays, but anyways, they're essentially walking, just, you know, being girls, you know, enjoying their day shopping, right? And they kind of sense energy behind them, like a chakra or something. And when Samari looks behind her, she doesn't see anything, right? Classic trope in shows. But at certain point in time, as the episode progressed, they kind of catch on, and Chocho comes and punches the the Coke or pop vendor, where Magiri Kukuremino, if I'm saying the Kakuremino, is stalking them. So one of their classmates or one of their schoolmates is has a crush on one of them, and he's just been stalking her. So it's a weird kid, doesn't know how to talk to people, antisocial, right? Hiding behind a wall kind of thing. And he gets caught. So I believe Boruto and Shikadai end up running towards them like, hey, what's going on? And you see Chocho holding him and Megiri in her big ass hand, right? And, you know, then that's where the whole drama, you know, starts. And he basically admits, you know, he has a crush on someone there, and they kind of play this joke where you think it's Chocho and Chocho's playing on, you know, going along with it, but it ends up he likes Samari. He likes the purple haired chick, and I thought the same thing myself. But this is where I really like Chocho. It's almost like, you know, of course she's taken back by it, but she still makes a joke out of it. Like, she's just so resilient. No matter, you can't get her. No matter what you do, she's always gonna turn it around, right? You may see some development in the episodes where she'll show her insecurities. I don't doubt that, but right now, 10 out of 10. I really like that energy. So he basically gets told by Chocho, you know, be a man. You know, she was saying some real red pill stuff, and he gets mad. You know, she puts a chip near his mouth, slaps it out, runs away, right? And that's kind of that. They're like, oh, poor guy, right? And they just leave it as be. But continuing on in the episode, this guy takes it even further, where Samari was in the you know, school, and someone throws like a smoke bomb or something. Smoke bombs go off so no one can see anything, and this guy Magiri, he's using like this cloaked jutsu. He knocks out one of their classmates, I think his name is Denki, and he takes Sumeri and then, you know, goes about his way, runs off. And then, of course, right after Boruto and everyone shows up after the fact, hey, is everything okay? You know, we probably could have teleported here and saved you, but for plot development, we're going to act like we're slow and we're running. Yeah, you guys know what it is. And it gets to the point where they get on the rooftop of the building, and they catch, you know, what's his name, Magiri with Sumeri. Am I saying that right? Because their names are very similar. Sumere, Magere, probably, maybe, I don't know, Magiri. But anyways, they you know what, Chocho essentially just does the same thing again, but this time that black possession energy shows up in the individual. So I believe, and I apologize, I think I may have missed a part in the middle, but I believe it possesses him after the fact, because Boruto originally checks him out when he first was on his Stalker Flex and he didn't see anything. So it would have came through after. And also as you know, they see the energies there, where usually they would have to kind of, you know, beat it out of the individual, right, with jutsus or whatnot, as they did with the bug guy. I'm gonna look up his name and post it in the video for you guys, with the bug guy. This time it was almost like just the guy getting through his issues, Megeri, got rid of the demon, right? So Chocho hits him with that red pill one more time, that real red pill, right? And gives him a chip, and he eats it, and he loves it, and it just heals him, and then the spirit thing goes away. So it's like a little funny slice of life, right? It's not gonna carry the plot forward, even with this dark demonic possession thing, right? It was just using it more in a funny aspect, and I liked it. And I know I didn't do the best explanation, but because I watched it yesterday, I didn't have time to watch it again, unfortunately, because I work. But it was a really good episode. I'm really looking forward to actual good plot forward episodes, but I appreciate and will still review the fillers for the most part, guys. Hey guys, it's me from the future. Very quickly, I forgot that the ending actually had some follow-up to the next episode, with Mitsuki just acknowledging that Boruto can actually see those enemies, and it's kind of letting us know that he may have something to do with it, or just know of it, or right, it's just leaning into something that we're gonna see come full circle as per why he's so intrigued about it. But yeah, I just forgot to mention that. So yep, back to the video. Peace. So yeah, episode overall in terms of enjoyment, 7 out of 10. It wasn't crazy, but it was good, right? And it didn't carry the plot forward once again, so I can't really give it any more than that. But I really enjoyed the episode. Let's see what I liked about it. As I mentioned, Chocho, she's my favorite. I really like it's kind of funny how they played with this whole incel kind of individual and how kids deal with it. It's almost like you got to see it from a child's perspective, because as an adult you'd be like, okay kid, just go get out there and start talking to people, right? You get that just simple black and white point of view. But with kids, they're like, oh man, that kind of sucks, I feel bad for him, you know, you know, all that good stuff. Or some may roast him and make fun of him. But it was just overall a cool episode. There wasn't many dislikes, if I'm being honest. If there was a dislike, it would be just those obvious things shows do to, right, progress the plot where it kind of doesn't make sense. But that's in every aspect of every show or every manga or anime, so I can't knock that. And I usually will be mentioning, you know, things like likes, dislikes, and what could have been done better. You can't really say much as per this episode, right? It is one of those it is what it is episodes, so I'll leave that off there. And what I'm looking forward to on the next episode is hopefully some form of plot development. I did spoil a lot of the anime, you know, with YouTube, so anything that gets me a little bit closer to something like that, I'm all in for, right? So if you guys enjoyed this review, but overall just want to stay on the channel and watch the show with me, right? If you haven't watched it before, or if you want to rewatch it with a noob like myself, then subscribe to the channel. Click the like button if you like it. If you dislike the button, sure, but YouTube got rid of it, and I honestly hate the fact that they did, but whatever. And leave a comment below on if you like the episode and what you're looking forward to on the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.